Morning, everyone. Good morning once again. Good morning to all the viewers of Datapoint. Good morning, the dear students. Today we will be having a live trade as we embark on the second day of the week. Yesterday we had a very good trade and we were able to result in a positive outcome on gold and GBP USD most especially gave us a very good result. So this morning, as you can see on our screen, we'll be having a live trade, and this live trade is we're going to be doing analysis on more of GBP USD, GBP JPY, USD JPY, and NASDAQ. Those are the three pairs we'll be concentrating on this morning. So, but before we do that, do subscribe to our channels, likes and share, so that whenever we post similar things like this, you will be able to follow up. So do remember that we have a live trade twice in the week, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I believe strongly that we will be able to, if you follow up, you will not miss out. So from next week, we're going to be having NASDAQ, SP 500, US 30 and gold live trade, where we'll be positioning our trade directly, but that will be coming up from 12:01 p.m. every day, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we're going to be doing it live so that you can follow us, and if you have money in your account, you also just feel free to connect and fund your account. We will be giving you the risk management that you require to use, and also how you can also manage your trade along with us. So every week we'll be coming out with all the results of what we have, so that we can see how we are able to move positively together. So meanwhile, while we do this, let's go ahead straight to the charts, as you can see on our screen. So we have USDJPY is our first trade. Now let's look at what we have on our chart. Let's see what we have on our chart. So we'll go to 1 month to see the direction of trade USDJPY. So far we're having a resistance here. So let me just mark it so that we can see it. We have a resistance somewhere here that has been respected. So we'll now be looking at a possible reversal here will take effect any moment from now. So while we are checking that, we have well, all through the week it has been bullish. But there's going to be a reversal now. That is what we are expecting for the next move. So let's go to 1 week. Now if you check the 1 week, you will notice that as at yesterday, which is starting of the week, Monday, the market has actually started moving down. So it shows that we are already heading downward because this resistance has been respected. So what do we need to do? We have to move to third version of it, which is daily. On the daily, we can see that the market has already showed some candlestick reduction, showing that the market will be going down any moment from now. So what do we need to do? We have to go to 4 hours. On the daily, we marked our resistance, which you are seeing the blue line here, which is 140456. Our resistance was marked. So we're now heading down to 4 hours, which we are here already. On the 4 hours, there's an FVG here, shows that this market has lower high, lower low, lower high, then we expect another lower low. So on that lower high, we decided to place a sell, which we go to our 1 hour. You can see on our 1 hour we have one touch, second touch. Now the little reversal that touches this, then we see a bearish candle that has already printed. So on this note, we have entered this trade. We have 11.7 pip because I don't want to risk the account too high. Then we are going for 142 or 143 or thereabout. So that is what this market will give us. For USDJPY is a sell. If you are going to follow us on this market, it's still very good for you to enter a sell for now. You can see clearly it's a sell. So we are on this market already. So from next week, we are going to be having a system where we'll trade on our laptop directly. Once you trade on our laptop directly, at least you can easily just follow the screen, then you will be seeing what we are doing. We'll be using MetaTrader 5 on the laptop. We don't need to start showing you only the trading view. We'll be doing that live on the screen, right? So that is what we'll be having now. MetaTrader 5 on the laptop is what we'll be using. So let's see what GBPUSD is doing. I think some of us, if you are following us, if you have funded accounts, please feel free to take this trade. USDJPY is set. Now let's check GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we're already on this trade since 5 a.m. this morning, and it has also printed us some profit. So if you can observe, we have a very massive W pattern printed, and that W pattern was printed and it was already broken. So we are on this trade already. We are expected to exit because we are more or less taking this trade as a scalping system. So we're going to exit this somewhere here because we don't want to over expect that this market will get to the large zone. But if we are going to continue, we will break even here, then we expect this market to continue to go to 1.347, 1.34730 thereabouts for our final exit for today. But for now, this market is still a buy and we are on this market already. So if you want to trade GBPUSD and you have a fund, please feel free to do that and follow this market. So I can assure you that you will not have any regrets. So that is for GBPUSD. And because if you check on the 4 hours, we have our support, we have our resistance. The NFP that happened on Friday makes this market to get down to this level that formed a support here, double bottom. So this double bottom was already forming a W pattern, which you have observed already. So it shows that the market has broken this minor zone or key zone, then is now heading up back again. So that is what we have for this GBPUSD. Then for those of us who are also trading indices or currencies, we are going to be considering the NASDAQ. Let's check what NASDAQ is doing this morning. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. Remember, NASDAQ is also referred as US 100. So while S&P 500 is also referred as US 500. So for those of us, because some brokers, they might have different names and all that, so that you don't keep looking for US Tech, for NASDAQ, NAS 100 or whatever. So some depending on the trade you are or the broker you are using, you will see different narration and different names. So as we can have on this, the The same NFP affected this market. Okay, let's just close and clean our chart. We remove everything. We go back to monthly. On the monthly, we are just bullish all along. We have been bullish, so we expect this market to continue to be bullish. But there's a little retracement with NFP that happened on Friday. So let's see what weekly is also doing. Weekly, there was a retracement yesterday. We saw a move that is going to be bullish, and that has happened. So if we are to do this on weekly, I think we can have a little trend line somewhere here. So we can have a trend line somewhere here. If we are to wait for this market to come back here, that may be in the next few months to come. But presently, let's just check what daily is doing. So on the daily, I think yesterday we explained that this market, we expect a reversal back to this zone, then continue to go up again. But so far so good. If this does not happen, what we now expect that we'll go back to our 4 hours to maybe lower time frame to be able to trade this market. If you check here, we have a resistance somewhere here or a support that is holding this market. Now, if you had gotten this information early, you should have entered. If not, you go back to 1 hour. Let's see if 1 hour we can have a retracement on this zone, possible maybe here, as it's somewhere here. Maybe we can have a pullback and we can now go up for a buy. So that is what we have for NASDAQ this morning. For those of us who are going to trade this market, NASDAQ is a buy. But let's see if we can have a pullback. If not, because if you're going to enter this market where it is presently, your stop loss will be too high. That may not really be too good for us. So I always advise that we manage our stop loss mostly when it comes to commodity and indices like this. So that is what we have this morning on live analysis. But as I've said earlier, from tomorrow we'll have to be looking at a possible way we can have a live trading on MetaTrader 5 on our desktop, so that those viewers can easily fund their account. We'll leave the live trade open for you to be seeing us, follow us, copy our trade, and I can assure you, you will have a lot of profit you need to make. Well, if we are to look at gold, for those who love to trade gold, I think gold has not been giving us a good direction so far. It has just been ranging since yesterday. For now, it's not really a good market to trade. I won't advise anybody to trade gold for now. We need to watch and see if gold is going to resist this zone, then we might likely go for a buy, or there may be a breakout. There may be a breakout. If there's a breakout, that is fine. We can as well see how we can go for a bearish move again. But for now, let's stay off from gold. It's not really looking too well for us. So let's see S&P 500. S&P 500 has also shown for a bullish move. On this, we have this. So that is a good move. So we're expecting the market to possibly have a retracement for what we have here. If there's any retracement back here, then we can look up again for S&P 500 or US 500. So guys, this is what we have this morning for you from Datapoint Forex Academy. Please don't forget to click and like our subscribe button below, and there's a link on our Telegram page where you can also follow us on our live chats, on our live signals we share with all our followers and our students. Please don't forget to continue to take risk management as one of your priorities.